Hey guys, welcome to your channel. Hope all of you are well. Today I am going to point out some important aspects that how to get good marks in public administration. Public administration is a very popular optional subject, but in comparison to its popularity, its success rate is very less. Generally, we prefer to take public administration as an optional because the subject seems familiar to us, or while we read the subject, it becomes easy for us because somehow the topics which we are reading related to administration, we have crossed this topic right from our childhood books, childhood civics books. That's why somehow it becomes easy, whether it is because of our familiarity since childhood or whether because of the topic administration which we come to cross everyday life. That is why somehow the subject or topic becomes familiar to us. But when the moment comes to write answer or when the moment comes to secure good marks in public administration, it becomes difficult. In this aspect, there are some points which we have to consider to get good marks in public administration. For this, first we have to see that what are the characteristics of public administration at present scenario. The important characteristics of public administration in perspective of the present scenario is that applicability, dynamism, administrative clarity, multidimensional, concrete solution, and interlinkage. These are some points or these are some aspects of public administration in perspective of the present time, and these are the some aspects or these are the some points which we have to cover in our answer. That means we have to take these points as a model formula while writing answers to get good marks. Applicability. And one of the most important thing is that public administration is very crucial as a public administrator, and you are an administrator. That is why you have to keep one thing always in mind, that though you are reading the theory from the Prasad and Prasad book, but your perspective is not to just remember the theories. You have to, while you are reading the theory, one thing you have to remember is that how that theory will be applicable to the present situation, how to use that theory to solve the dynamic problems of the society. That is the one thing you have to keep in mind while reading public administration. And once you keep in mind that thing, that how to use those lines of the thinkers to solve the public administration, how to link that theory to the present society, how to link that theory to the present problems. When you get this solution or when you get this clue to public administration, there is no one which can prevent you from getting good marks in public administration. That means applicability. Whatever you are reading regarding theory, regarding administrative thinker, or regarding any kind of administrative formula, your duty is to not to memorize those applicability. You have to apply those applicable sense in your answer. That means while writing answer, first you can give the theory, that whatever it is, the Herzberg theory, Simon theory, right? You have to mention the relevant theories, you have to mention the relevant facts, you have to mention the relevant static persons. Then after that you have to come to its applicability, that in the face of the present social problems, in the face of the present administrative concerns, how the theory will help to mitigate the administrative concerns. You have to show this relationship in your answer, only then you will get good marks in public administration. Now the second thing is the dynamism. Public administration is the most dynamic subject at present scenario, and it is one of the cause that most of the students get less marks because they are not much more aware about the dynamic point of the society. While writing answers in the public administration, except from quoting the static portions, your answers should be tilted much more towards the dynamic aspects of the society. Standing on this 21st century as an administrator, how you are viewing the problems, how your answer bears dynamism, how your perspective bears dynamism, this is much more important. That is why keep one thing always in mind, that while you write answers, right, while you write answers or while you are quoting some examples. One thing here I want to point out that while writing answers in public administration, you have to refer maximum examples from the administration or society. Your answer must have to bear lots of examples in relation to theory, in relation to administrative problems, or in relation to solution. Only that you will get good marks. That means dynamism means your answer must have to bear dynamic problems or dynamic examples of society and administration. How you are interlinking those dynamic problems of the society or administration in perspective to the theory, how you are giving solution these problems, this matters a lot. That is why to be aware of that dynamism, you have to quote much more current examples, current affairs, or whatever is happening around you in national and international scenario. You have to keep a very close notice of all of these problems. Right, then come to the administrative sense. And administrative sense or administrative clarity, this is much more important. As you are not a historian, right? You cannot be confused while taking decision. Finding out the best alternative among many is a suitable example or is a suitable quality of an administrator. That is why your answer must have to become clear. There must be a sense of administrative clarity in your answer. And to brighten this aspect of the answer writing in public administration, in most of the successful students in public administration generally take help of flow chart or diagram. Diagram and flowchart while writing answers in paper 1 or paper 2 is very much important to show your clarity regarding your thought process. That is why administrative clarity with the help of flowchart or diagram is a very good example, is a very good aspect of writing answers in public administration, which might help you to get good marks. Even you see the model answers, or even if you watch the interview, or as a student, myself was a student of public administration, and I have also learned this thing from my seniors, from my teachers, and this presenting answers with flow chart or diagram is a very crucial point in public administration to get good marks. Then coming to the another important point is that multidimensionalism. Multidimensionalism is very crucial in public administration. This is not only in public administration but equally important to all the papers. But while coming to the multidimensionalism, as an administrator, you have to examine each and every point of the administrative concerns. You have to widen your eyes. You have to put view up to the moment that is possible, up to the furthest moment it is possible. You have to go into the depth. You have to postmortem the administrative problems, and after that you have to take your decision. That is a multidimensional. That means that throwing the every concerns, throwing light on the every perspectives, every points of any administrative problems is very much necessary in public administration. Then another important point is the concrete solution. That concrete solution means what? That as an administrator, your decision have not to be blurred, or as an administrator, you cannot take any vague decision. Your decision must have to be based on full proof of facts, or your decision must have to be very concrete. That is why whatever decision you are writing, or whatever solution you always one thing you keep in mind, that giving solution is the best way or to secure marks, or it is a compulsory. Whatever answer you are writing, towards the later part of the answer, you have to provide a concrete solution, or you have to provide a foolproof solution in your answer. That's a concrete solution. Giving a concrete solution based on the foolproof evidence is very much necessary in public administration to get good marks. Then another point is that interlinking. Interlinking means that there is a relationship between first paper first and paper second. You have to recover this interlinking. Means paper 1 or paper 2, both the papers are not separate actually, and it is said that applying the theory in the second paper is very much necessary. While you write answers in the second paper, you have to keep in mind the theories. It is not compulsory that you have to apply those theories, but there should be a sense of application of those theories of the first paper in the second paper. That is why to get good marks, you have to establish a linkage between the paper first and paper second. How you are intermingling the papers. Intermingling means how you are prudently applying the practicality, means how you are using the theories of the first paper to to solve the problems of the second paper. That is much more important. So as a whole, from all these points, what we can gather to get good marks in public administration, the applicability. Right, before, if you are approaching to take public administration as an optional, then keep in mind that it is not like that you have to like school days that you are memorizing the theories and writing them. No, memorizing the theories is nothing but how you are applying those theories in the answer in a practical viewpoint. From practical viewpoint, that is much more important. Dynamism, as an administrator, you have to be very much active what is happening around you. This is much more important. That is mean dynamic part of the world, dynamic part of Indian administration, problems of Indian administration. You have to keep notice of these things. Administrative clarity with flow chart and diagram, multidimensionalism. You have to giving a foolproof solution, and interlinking the both papers are very much important. Hope this video has helped you. I'll come again with another video. Till then, take care and bye bye.